Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Algo Hands. Oh, and I see you, CSI. Common Sense Investor. Oh, how you're loud and wrong, buddy. Loud and wrong. You say, oh, Bigums just needs one more month. Well, I'm about to explain to you what everybody else has been watching because it's all been about the banks. The banks and their derivatives. Have you been watching? Or have you been debating yes and no? Allow me to let this young fellow explain.
Bank of International Settlements just released a report revealing a derivatives time bomb is set to explode in 2023. I'm going to explain this to you in 3 simple, fast steps. Step number 1, let's go over the black swan risks the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, outlined in their report. We start with this chart going back to 2004 all the way to today's date. On the left, we go from 0 up to 80 trillion, and on the right, we go from 0% up to 80%. This green line represents the amount of these derivatives, these kind of secret derivatives that are off balance sheet. They're in the shadows. How many of them, the nominal value that's denominated in dollars. And this red line represents the total percentage that mature in 1 year or less. So now let's go over the numbers. The amount of these derivatives that are off balance sheet, hiding in the shadows, denominated in dollars, back in 2004, the BIS estimates to be about 20 trillion. But you can see that pretty much goes straight up to where we are today at 85 trillion. Now, the total amount of these types of derivatives around 100 trillion. But these are FX swaps. We're going to get into that in a moment, so don't let that intimidate you. But with an FX swaps, there's 2 currencies that are involved. So it could be the euro and the yen, which would not include the United States dollar. So this delta, the 15 trillion here, are FX swaps, as an example, that are denominated in currencies other than the dollar. But the dollar represents 85 trillion, like we said before, and 80% of this debt, dollar-denominated debt, is due within 1 year.
Oh. Oh. Do you understand now, CSI? Do you understand now, CSI? Or do you not understand? That we foreseen this coming and this video is almost a year old. Oh. And everybody is pretty much saying, if you see my video earlier today, well, first of all, that's the young guy named Phil. Me, I'm Algo Hands. But anyways, if you seen the video, you would know, CSI, that we're waiting on this. And when this happens, moon time. Moon gang, moon gang, moon gang. Now, CSI, you call yourself exposing a shill. Oh, CSI, that's not how you do it. For starters, you use the guy who names himself after a fart, who literally knows nothing. Meanwhile, I have something interesting for you to see. Let me expose a real shill for you. An interesting movie plot would be someone coding a backdoor into a program language used extensively by hedge funds and exchanges slowly compromising systems across markets as an undetectable way of getting MNPI. Wobbed! I wonder what this means. MNPI. Material non-public information. Let's take a look. What is material non-public information? Well, material non-public information is data relating to a company that has not been made public but could have an impact on its share price. It is against the law for holders of non-public material information to use the information to their advantage in trading stocks. It is also illegal to share this information with others who use to profit in the market. You call yourself exposing a shill? Let me explain. Listen closely.
I've written core parts of Scala. Do you know what Scala is? No, you don't. It's a programming language. I've written parts of the core library. Core parts of Scala. Do you know what Scala is? No, you don't. It's a programming language. I've written parts of the core library. I've written core parts of Scala. Do you know what Scala is? No, you don't. It's a programming language. I've written parts of the core library. That has nothing to do with finance.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the young fellow that was talking also tweeted this. So while you're saying you're exposing shills this late night, please understand we've already been watching the real shills. The real shills. Not someone you disagree with. The real shills. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand this play will take you places you have never been. And plus, these shills are going to come out swinging, fighting, and trying their best. While you're dissing an actual ape who just happens to have his account created around the same time as others. But it's okay. It is okay. It is clear he's on the right side of history. While you're telling people, I want my shares. Biggums has been attempting to save the rest of us, folks. Oh, what is this? Wells Fargo expects to pay $1.8 billion to help refill FDIC fund. And in his live stream, he said, hey guys, you better get out this bank. It is the bank. For those who watched them and believed them, they did their DD. I was one of them. Oh, and what do you know? Customers report missing documents from Wells Fargo. Oh my gosh. How did this happen? What? It's like nobody knew. Well, except some of us. What is this? Wells Fargo accused of a new fake account scam in lawsuit alleging racketeering identity fraud. We told you. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when you only have assumptions and you don't have solid evidence, are you really exposing someone? Oh, and be ready for Biggums to destroy you tomorrow. Probably with 30 seconds. I don't know. But it is what it is, people. We bring the results. Meanwhile, they bring you misinformation. On purpose. Oh, people, you guys should have a good day. I'll go hands, and I'm out.